Hey guys, what's going on? I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm here to tell you a little bit about one of my work credit cards. It is a Comdata Corporate Card. So I'll just explain a little bit about what I do, but this of course is great for various jobs. So basically I work for several different marketing companies. What we do is we go in, say like a sales rep will book, or say a sales rep will sell a restaurant or a bar 12 cases of Jameson. It will be part of a deal that the restaurant or bar will get, like say a $300 buyback. So I'll go in and spend X amount of dollars on Jameson, and then I'll leave a 20% tip. And of course, this is a buyback, so my company, my marketing company that I work for, will bill Southern or Empire, whichever distributor that the liquor is coming from. And that's basically how it works, if that makes sense. So when I go in to do these spends, I do have a credit card to do it with, and my manager ahead of time will go ahead and upload whatever amount of money that I need on the card. So say the spend is $860, she'll upload that amount plus maybe a little bit extra just in case. So it's really simple. So you could transfer, she'll transfer the money she'll transfer money from her bank account or her work bank account to the Comdata card, so that I'll have that amount of money on there. It's really, really simple. I always make sure that I check the current balance to make sure I have enough for that night in case my manager is busy or whatever the case is. There's an 800 number you could call to check the current balance. And then of course the transactions that she would do from the bank account to the card are 100% free. And your first transaction each pay period is free of Comdata fees as well. You can also withdraw money from a Comdata card. So you can use this at an ATM or at a Mastercard bank location. The Comdata card can be used at most ATM machines. And of course, to avoid fees, you could use the card at an ATM within the Allpoint network. So this is through Mastercard. It has the chip, which is nice. Supposed to protect you, extra against fraud and all that. Comdata on the back. Use of this card constitutes acceptance of the terms and conditions of the cardholder agreement. This card is issued by Regions Bank pursuant to license by Mastercard International. So of course this card is in my name, but I didn't have to go through like a credit check or anything like that. My manager, since it is a work card, set all that up for me. I just had to go ahead and register it once I got it, which was like the easiest thing ever. So you could go to the website and just enter in the 16-digit card number. You can set up an account profile if you want. You don't even have to do that. And then basically your registration is complete. Of course, I'm not doing direct deposit because this is my work card, but you can set up automatic direct deposit if that's something you would like to do, because that's definitely an option as well. Contacting Comdata is really easy too. I've had to a couple times. Just you run into issues and you find out maybe there wasn't enough funds on your card, or maybe the account that the money was coming from, like say I'm doing a spend and like 5 other girls are doing a spend in a day. Sometimes like, the card that'll go like as a red flag to the bank, and they'll put a stop to it or something. But if you call, you could get that taken care of. And I'm just like, look, I need to put this X amount of dollars on this card, and they open it back up and they say that's fine. So really simple. When I call, the longest I've ever had to wait was 5 minutes. They always have someone with customer service there to answer you. And I mean, the only annoying thing is sometimes it's like a recording that you're talking to and a robot, and they'll be like, tell me about your issue, and it's like sometimes you have to repeat yourself. But for the most part, it is really pretty good. When they put that robot or whatever on, I'm like, let me speak to someone, let me speak to a representative, and then like 5 minutes later they'll have someone on the phone for you, which is good, because I'd rather, of course, speak with a real person than a robot, and I'm sure that's the case for most people as well. Now, another popular thing that the Comdata card is used for, they do have a payroll Mastercard, so that's an electronic alternative to receiving a paper check. Each payroll period, your net pay would be deposited onto your payroll card, and then you could use the card to access your money in a variety of convenient ways. So that's just something else that you could use a Comdata card for. So like I mentioned, my Comdata card is used for the sale of alcohol and for doing buybacks in restaurants and bars, but a Comdata Corporate Card is also ideal for office or field-based employees who make frequent business purchases, such as office supplies, computer software, equipment leasing, postage, work orders, retail purchases, and many more on top of that. So just to give you an idea of another workspace that this would be convenient to use for. I just love this card because the customer service is great. I've very rarely run into any issues, and the card could be good for other things too. So say like my company is like, okay, you know, you're driving a far distance today to go do your spend, put the gas on your card. So I could do that if I wanted. One card, like this one, could be used as a purchasing card, a travel and entertainment card, a fuel card, declining balance card, and cash access. So I really don't use it for all that stuff. For me, it's more about using it for the spends in the restaurants and the bars, using it for my gas, using it for any kind of parking I may have. And in the summertime, like say I have to go to Fire Island and the only way you could get there really is by ferry, then I'll put the ferry cost on the card as well. So just all different things. It's really great. And like I said, you know, it's for work. I didn't have to do any kind of credit check or background check or anything like that in order to get the card. And I love that it makes it so easy to check the balance before I have an event or something, just to make sure that I have the correct amount of money that I need loaded on the card already. And just another thing I really wanted to mention, this card has fraud reductions. Fraud is so prevalent and so out there these days. The Comdata has advanced fraud detection and management capabilities for both administrators and cardholders that help reduce exposure to credit card fraud. So that's just another thing that's really great. I mean, I've experienced fraud on my own personal cards many, many times, and just the whole process of having to go ahead and report it is just annoying, and then you got to wait for the money to come back on your card. So who wants to deal with that? I've never once experienced any kind of fraud with this card. So guys, this was the Comdata Corporate Card. Great to be used for all different various jobs and stuff like that. Protects you against fraud, excellent customer service, super easy to use, and great for protecting against fraud. So I hope you guys found the video useful, and I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.